The red wave is coming. 2020 has molded one of the tightest presidential races in decades. While the ballots continue to be voted in some battleground states, the Republicans have gained a huge number of seats in the House. They have a little less than 200 seats, making themselves an extremely powerful force even if a liberal administration steps in. Republicans have won seats in Alabama, South Carolina, Iowa, Texas, Kansas, and Montana. This has been vital for the winner of the presidency. A Republican Senate would make it more difficult for Joe Biden to get a cabinet approved or any of his radical left wishes. In South Carolina, Senator Lindsey Graham survived the race against Jamie Harrison. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell also kept his spot against Amy McGrath. Senator Joni Ernst won a second term. The list goes on for Republican wins. It was nothing short of a red wave. Democrats had projected to win about a dozen seats in the House of Representatives, but the odds were flipped. The Republicans could gain as much as 10 seats in a year, even though the media had predicted they'd lose about 15. Democrats had expected the vote from the suburbs but fell short. They did not push out a single GOP member and lost at least 6 lawmakers of their own, including Representative Debbie Mucarsel Powell and Donna Shalala in South Florida. Democratic lawmakers struggled to distance themselves in areas where energy policy was a major issue. While Joe Biden has opposed fracking and promised to transition from the oil industry, Representative Xochitl Torres lost her Democratic seat in New Mexico to Republican Yvette Herrell because of those issues. Many others lost seats in areas of New York and Oklahoma. We defied the odds. It's the night of the Republican women. The Democrats never solved one problem in their majority. They promised they would govern differently, and they didn't, said House Republican Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi also spoke out regarding the number of Democratic seats lost in the 2020 election. We have held the House, and now, when after all the votes are counted, we'll see how much better we will do than that. We are in a situation where some of the states have just said we're not counting anymore until tomorrow morning and, of course, the West Coast has not chimed in yet, so there's more to come, Pelosi said. Democrats will excuse the losses and say we haven't counted the outstanding mail-in ballots yet. The numbers speak for themselves. Republicans are holding strong in the race for the Senate and may even pick up more seats along the way. The presidential race is far from over and we've got a big red wave coming.